We want to be able to help executives answer the board's questions of are we protected, and be able to say, yes, we've tested it, we know that we're good. So today, organizations generally focus on patches and tracking the status of their patching. The problem with this is twofold. One, only 1% of vulnerabilities are ever exploited. So you're spending a lot of time and energy to patch things that are not ever going to be a problem. The problem with this approach is that organizations assume that those patches are going to work and other configurations are accurate, when in reality, FireEye and others have shown year after year that organizations are missing over 50% of the threats when they arrive. It's important and critical that we start with those 1% of the exploits and know that you're protected against the very threats that you could face, and be able to prove that as a first thing that you do. As a planner for offensive cyber operations, we would focus on the weak points and exploit those. This offers us an opportunity because we know what the adversaries are doing, right? We know the techniques that they use, and if we test against those techniques, we have a firm foundation to build a better defense and know that we're actually stopping those techniques that are used all the time. If we test and improve performance against those techniques, we know we will be protected. As a first principle of cyber readiness, we look at the aspects of protect, detect, and respond. Recent innovations in the market have allowed us to unpack these down to the individual person, technology, and the processes that connect them. We boil this down into the anatomy of cyber defense. So as you can see, by looking at the telemetry coming off of our system, we can see how well our overall performance is on protecting, and then those things that are not protected, how well they're detected, and how those logs are flowing into our system, and how well that automation is occurring. And lastly, how well our people are responding and their ability to understand and sense what is occurring and what is not. This anatomy of cyber defense allows us to understand how things are performing, where we have shortfalls, and really make improvements based on what we've already bought, as well as identify investments that we need to make. The biggest challenge that we've seen is that organizations are just not testing their systems. If they did, they would see the ugly truth. They're not actually stopping the threats that they're supposed to be stopping. By looking at the anatomy and the telemetry of all of your individual components of the system, we can, for the first time, identify how things are working and where the gaps are, how to make improvements, and where to invest. By understanding the actual performance and how that measures up to the threats. Be sure to subscribe, share, and leave a comment below. We're happy to answer any questions that you have. Have a great day.